ICP is pumping, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the bullish cases for ICP for this bull run. Let's hop straight into it. So as you can see on the charts, ICP right now is, right at $12, and it hit almost $13 today. And yeah, today in this video, we're going to be talking about the bullish cases for ICP for this bull run. And, right now we're going to be talking about price action. So the first thing is I was talking about this, but with the ICP asset, a lot of people don't understand this, is it lags against the entire market, and it's been doing this the entire bull market. So it did this in last November, it did in April, and it did it now. And I talked about this on my Twitter just before this run-up we've had here, but we were stuck in this zone right here for about 5 months. I call it the sub $10 hell zone because we were there for 5 months, and it was a long 5 months. And, we're at the highest point we've been in. First time we've hit 12 bucks since June. And, a thing I talked about on my Twitter was the fact that the ICP asset lags, and I was right. Once again, the way ICP works is it lags against the other L1s. And just for some, quick context, the way liquidity rotations basically work in crypto is this. Bitcoin pumps. After Bitcoin pumps and it chops, the L1s pump. After the L1s pump and chop, the ecosystem tokens for the L1s that pumped and chopped pump. That's basically how it works. It goes from Bitcoin, major L1s, ecosystems of the L1s. Okay? And ICP compared to the other major L1s is always lagging. Okay? We saw this happen once again. Bitcoin, right after the Trump victory, skyrockets. ICP kind of took its time, and now it's starting to break out basically after all the other L1s have broken out. Except it's Trading Buddy, which I want to talk about real quick. I've been talking about this on Twitter for months now, I guess, and a lot of people outside of ICP are starting to figure out about this, but AVAX is ICP's Trading Buddy. Meaning, what I mean by that is every time ICP runs, AVAX runs. Every time AVAX runs, ICP runs. And if you take a look at the AVAX chart for this bull run, it looks pretty similar to the ICP chart. It's very, very interesting. It seems as almost the same market makers are working on both tokens. It's very, very odd. Yeah, so that's interesting. And I was talking about this on Twitter. I thought ICP was going to break out. I knew it was going to lag. I'd been talking about it for weeks and I guess months now at this point that, hey, the asset is going to lag. It's going to lag every single time. This happens every single time. And we've seen it multiple times now. But I thought it was going to happen in early December. We were going to break out, but it's November 24th, and we're breaking out now. So I guess I was like a week or two off. But, this is generally how the asset trades. Now let's talk about, the bull cases for ICP. So in this video, before we do that, let's take a look at the AI and big data. So this is the big category ICP is a part of. ICP is currently ranked number 2, and it's, ways behind Near Protocol, who's at number 20 with an $8.1 billion market cap. ICP's at 25 with a $5.7 billion. I think we are probably going to get competitive with Near at some point in this bull market. Just hasn't happened yet when it comes to the price action. In my opinion, ICP is a lot further ahead of Near Protocol technically, but the market right now has Near Protocol ahead price-wise. It is what it is. Render is number 3, and it's at $4 billion. So yeah, we have a pretty comfortable lead ahead of number 3 in AI, but we're down significantly against Near Protocol right now, which I think will change. But now let's talk about the bull cases for ICP. Now, before I talk about this, I kind of want to make this a different kind of angle, because most of the time, YouTubers or KOLs, I'm not just a guy. A lot of people don't understand this, and I kind of get it, actually. I don't just make videos and shitpost on Twitter. Now, I do a lot of that, but that's not my main thing. I work, I'm the CMO for ClongSwap, this DEX on ICP, which some very, very cool things are coming, a lot in store. And a couple other projects I work with in ICP, like Noble Blocks, PACA, MCS, and I work with developers all the time. And in my opinion, it's not really what the KOL/influencers think. Now, it is partly when it comes to meme coins, etc., blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to is the tech good? It really comes down to what the developers are saying, okay? And I work with developers all the time, and I ask them honestly, why do you build on ICP? Why are you bullish on ICP? What do you like about ICP? What do you don't like about ICP? Why is it easy to dev? Why is it not easy to dev, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? And I think I work with more developers than anybody who makes YouTube videos on ICP, unless they are a dev. for like, I guess some people would call me an ICP, KOL, whatever, because I have some followers, etc. But I work with, developers all the time. Now, one of the three main things they tell me why they're bullish and why they're actually deving on this platform, why they're deving on ICP is three things that we're going to talk about. And the first one is security. Not the number one thing they say, but I would say probably that and the next one we're going to talk about are the two most popular things they say to me when I'm like, hey, why do you guys like this chain? So the first one is security. Building on ICP, building your front end, specifically the front end on ICP is more secure than doing it on another blockchain, traditional Web 2, that stuff like that. Take a look at this. Cybercrime to cost the world $10.5 trillion annually by 2025. And this shows that there is a huge market and potential to having a platform like ICP where you can build and, you're able to basically not worry about cybercrime and that kind of stuff because of the way the protocol is. Now, of course, ICP at this moment doesn't have that many users and doesn't have great adoption, so it hasn't been completely battle tested. That's the one thing. I'm going to be completely real in this video. I'm not going to be I'm not going to be super disingenuous saying, oh my God, nothing could ever go wrong. Every blockchain has this problem. But the one thing is ICP is not really battle tested right now because we have not seen significant adoption, which I think will change. But it has the potential to, solve a large problem. I'm not sure if it's going to end up capturing that whole 10 point, who knows? It may not solve the whole, multi-trillion-dollar problem, but if it can get a slice of that money, it could be potentially huge. But the first big thing that, why people are bullish on ICP, why devs are bullish on ICP is security, like building the front end on security. I'll give you an example. So the Noble Blocks dev, Delroy, I work with him. He's building, he's built two games that are built on Ton. I'm sure you guys know what Ton is, but the front end is built on internet computer. And the reason he builds them on the internet computer is because it's more secure. So that's the first thing. The next thing is Chain Fusion. So Chain Fusion is, I'm just going to read it off. Chain Fusion technology enables blockchains like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana to be fused together with ICP to create a seamless single chain and user experience for multi-chain dApps. Now, Chain Fusion is the equivalent of chain abstraction, which I guess is the more popular term in crypto, but it's a lot more real than Near Protocol's chain abstraction. It's very cool. As it says here, smart contracts on ICP orchestrate, augment, and interact with smart contracts on other chains using advanced chain key technology. Enhance those smart contracts with ICP's special capabilities and its superior compute and storage capability and throughput. So some of the cool things you can do with Chain Fusion is you could build Bitcoin DeFi on ICP. So that's something that's really interesting. And Tap Protocol, one of the main DeFi hubs on Bitcoin, is utilizing the internet computer. It's on their website. They have the ICP logo and Definity's logo there. So they're using the internet computer. A lot of projects on Bitcoin in general, and specifically in Bitcoin DeFi, are utilizing the internet computer. And there's also other cool things that you can do, like cross-chain. You could have native pools of ERC20s on an ICP DEX. Stuff like that. So that's a really cool thing. And it, solves problems like liquidity fragmentation, etc. So yeah, these aren't going to be this isn't going to be a super advanced breakdown. I'm kind of just going through it because, I want to make this a quicker video. The last one is reverse gas model. So reverse gas model is super cool. In ICP, developers pay for gas, not the consumers. This is kind of similar to Web 2. And I think it's the way it should be. Now, the question people are going to ask is why, not why. How expensive is it for the developers? It's actually very cheap. It's not expensive at all. So, and I think it's a really awesome model. And yeah, it's kind of self-explanatory. Reverse gas model, computation paid for by ICP smart contracts. And yeah, so those are the main bull cases for ICP: security, Chain Fusion, reverse gas model, in my opinion. Of course, it's part of the AI and big data space, which there's some super interesting things there. But in this video, I'm talking about why they're actually building on the platform, why devs are building on the platform. And yeah, so those are kind of the big things. And when I say things like ICP isn't battle tested, it's just, it's a new technology and we don't know what it's going to look like in 10 years. Of course, I'm bullish. If I wouldn't be making this fucking video. I wouldn't be working with all these fucking developers in ICP if I wasn't bullish, okay? Yeah, and then if you made it this far in the video, there's some really, really cool shit coming for all the projects I work with in ICP. Stay tuned. If you're in my Telegram, you've probably seen me hint at it. No official screen. I sent a screenshot of one of the projects I'm working with has a nice, cool update coming. And I sent a screenshot of it to the Telegram and I deleted it after like 1 second. I think only one person saw it. But very, very cool things are coming. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and make sure to go follow me on X, Aaron_. Thank you for watching.